Hello and welcome back to the channel, and it's your favorite dinosaur here. And today we'll be making a level, and it's gonna be the theme. It's gonna be a classic like 1.0 level, okay? And listen, okay, if I had something that's from after 1.0, I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I know you're gonna be mad, but like I don't care. Like if I want to have something that's not from 1.0, and it's just like, oh, a few updates ahead, like, yo, chill. It's not that serious. But yeah, I want to make a classic 1.0 level with that just classic feel that all the Rob Top levels have. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, and I'm gonna build it, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. All right. So I think for the level name, I have an idea. Okay, I think we're gonna name this level Runner, and it's gonna have the Jumper song. I know I'm a genius, right? All right. Well, let's get to building this baby. Okay. Okay, let's get that Jumper song. There we go. Okay, so I'm thinking off the rip, we just start some of these some basic jumps. Let's make a little decoration, not just completely plain. And let's put some of these down here. I think I'll make the background red. I don't know why, that just feels right. I don't know, that just really feels right to me. Let's make it like make a bright red, okay? And yeah. Copy and paste that. Let's make the ground like a dark red, I guess. This level is gonna look way harder than it actually is. It's not gonna be this hard. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Build that. I want to throw like this just intimidation spike right here, right in the beginning. Okay, I have an idea. So since this level is red, I think I'm gonna make this like okay, this is a great idea. I think I'm gonna try to imagine what a 1.0 extreme, or not extreme, well, 1.0 easy demon would look like. All right, so that's gonna be the plan. And you gotta put the red in, so they're really intimidated. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, that's a good like little jump to just really get you in there. I'm gonna add these spikes here too, just I'm not gonna really make them so you can die to them. I'll move them up one block. This is there to intimidate you. Yeah, okay. Now what to add here? I'm thinking I make fake orbs. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull a club step type of situation here. How does this play? Okay, wait. No, because I'm actually stupid. That's not how those orbs work. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Go up here, right there. Okay, then that's perfect. It matches perfectly with the song. Then let's build a structure thing up here. Like that. Alright, so I made this whole little part now, and yeah, alright. So I made it so you go from these orbs right here, this little memory orb part, and then you go right here to this little platform, this little jump, then you go to this pad, sends you down here to this little, I guess, memory part, if you want to call it that. And then right here, simple gameplay. And then, yeah, this might be a little controversial, but I put a 2x speed portal. Listen, I know it's supposed to be a 1.0 level, but in my defense, the level is called Runner, so like you kind of got to go faster. So I kind of want this to be imagined as if Rob Top had two times portal in like the very early 1.0 updates. So let's just say it's that, okay? And then I got this little idea going where I just you know it's not it's just kind of these timing jumps right here. I don't think they're too hard, but yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this two times part and then I'll get back to y'all when it's done. And then we could probably start working on the ship. All right, so I did some building and I think this part is coming on pretty well. I did these little timing things and then I did this little orb part where you do have to time the orbs, but it's pretty easy. They're not that difficult. And you do this little gap jump, little memory, fake orb, jump it past it, real orb. This little part right here, fake orb, jump, and this little tunnel area right here. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, and then next we're going into the ship part. Oh, so we're going to the ship part. So yeah, that's definitely the next part, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so I finished the ship part. Here's what it looks like. Yeah, I wanted to put a lot of like normal gravity and reverse gravity portals in here, just to give it like that. I don't know, like a smooth type of gameplay flow. I'm pretty sure this is still easy demon gameplay. It should be. I hope it's not harder. But yeah, it's this is about how it looks, and here's it with gameplay. And the song. All right, so this is a few hours later. I still haven't made a new part, if you're wondering, but I did kind of polish it up a little bit more, just because you know I wanted to feel like Rob Top made this, so it's not gonna be super sloppy. I built some structures. I had a coin right here. It's actually pretty difficult to get. It's not the easiest. Uh, I had a few more gravity portals just because I wanted to. I nerfed this part a little bit. It was a little too hard because I'm trying to make it easy demon. But yeah, this ship part is definitely gonna be a bit of a choke point when I try to verify this. Um, this part's yeah. I had a coin over here too. I really like how this one is because you could play it safe and you could just click the orb immediately, or you could buffer the click, or not buffer the click. Time the click late and then get the coin. I think that's really cool. But also, I just had some structuring over here. And I'll show that real quick. You can see it right here. I have some of these little blocks with chains on them. Might add a little more later. So if you see on the final version a little more structures added, you'll know I just went back and added a few. But yeah, this is how this part's looking. I think it looks pretty nice. I feel like it really has that vibe I'm going for, and I think it's looking really good. Yeah, alright. And then the next part over here will definitely be a Q part. And then yeah, it's only 33 seconds long so far. So I definitely still have a ways to go. But yeah, don't worry. I will. So let's just say today's day one. I hope tomorrow I can finish it. Today I kind of try to do this in one day and realize I kind of can't do that. So now I guess this is the end of day one. Tomorrow I'll see if I can finish the rest. But yeah, this is all we got right now. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so this is day two now, and I got this structure down. I built this, and this is a nice little back to normal, just timing gameplay. You got this little triple spike here. I might buff it a bit. It's a little easy, but yeah, we got that, and then we got these little platforms here. And I'm thinking I could make this part, this like these little structures right here. I think I could make them go for at least like 10, 15 seconds, just to make just because. And I want to make it like a good part, and I kind of want to just make it like these platforms right here, like just jump, don't jump, just that type of gameplay. I'll probably add some orbs in there too, and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, and we're back. So as you can see here, I finished this part, and I think it looks pretty good. I think it is still around easy demon difficulty, as you can see here. Some pretty decent, like, it's kind of half memory, but it's not. You can still sight read it, but it's still very difficult to sight read. But yeah, this is what this part's looking like. This whole part right here, and then I'm gonna have it go into another ship. Yeah. So just so you know what this part is looking like, here's a little teaser, I guess. Oh, give me a second. Yeah, right here. Next thing is the ship part. All right. So the ship part is definitely gonna be the next thing we're gonna be working on, and that might take a while. So with the power of editing, I'll come back when it's finished. All right. So I finally finished this part, and I honestly think this ship turned out very well. I like how I did the fakes, and it's kind of half memory if you think about it. And I also put this coin right here. Yeah. Um, but the rest of it is just pretty standard ship gameplay. Just maneuvering between some tight gaps. Pretty standard stuff for easy demon. Yeah. Now just to show you how this part plays. But yeah, next is gonna be this cube part. So once again, with the power of editing, we'll be back when it's finished. Right, and we're back with the power of editing. We are here with this finished cube part. As you can see right here, this is where we left off. I built the Alright, I'll fix that later. I built these structures down here. Some pretty interesting gameplay. I think pretty simple, but it's effective. It works. Some nerfed quadruple spikes, little pink orb right there. This little timings here as well. Yeah, but that's about it for this part. And here's a little taste of how the gameplay is. But yeah, I might nerf a few parts because some of it is pretty difficult. But it's an easy demon. It's not really gonna be that easy. So I might just keep it like this. I'm thinking this is like decode difficulty. If I had to compare it to something, I'd say it's about decode difficulty. But yeah. I think next just this ship part. We actually don't have that much left because I'll make this ship part and then the last cube part, and the level's done. So yeah, and I want to say, if you made it this far, remember to subscribe and hit that like button, bro. Also, and if you have any other video ideas for me, drop a comment, okay? Alright. So I'll see y'all. You know what? I'm going to finish this entire ship part and this cube part, and then I'll show it off to y'all, okay? Alright, see you when that's done, okay? Okay. And now we have finished this part. Look at this. Look at this magnificent gameplay, bro. I know. And then, I finished this little ship part real quick. And then you got this cube part. Pretty. I think it's a really good ending. And then, right here, last jump right there. Yeah. So, yeah. This is the whole level out now. And, now let's do the showcase. I'm gonna do it in no clip. I'll verify it later today, and then I'll post that video separately. So, turn notifications on if you want to see that. But yeah, I should be able to upload it later. I should be able to beat this today, because it's like easy demon or a 9-star. It's around there. So yeah, I should be able to beat it pretty fast. But yeah, here's the showcase, I guess. And I might add a little bit more decoration, we'll see. But for right now, yeah, this is basically the finished level. But yeah, thank you if you watched to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button once again. And thank you for watching, and thank you for being on this journey with me on finishing this level. Like I said, verification should be out later today, depending, unless I made this way harder than I think it is. So yeah, verification out sometime soon.